V'hine. Even though we're now saying that even though Yidden and Teda mitzvahs are also called Adam and they reflect the truth of Yiddishkeit, of the Eibishter. And when we learn Teda, we reveal the godliness of Hashem in this world. In other words, the difference between Yidden and the rest of the world is everything is created from Tzimtzum. But by Yidden, the nature of the Tzimtzum, we should be able to reveal godliness. How do we reveal godliness through Teda and mitzvahs? Anytime you learn any Teda, anytime you do any mitzvah, you reveal godliness. So after Gili Zeh, the Eitzik Teda mitzvahs, even though this revelation to Teda mitzvahs, Yishavuch and Nefesh Miyisol is equal to all Yidden, but Derechal in general, we have one Teda and one Mishpat. Afa Pekei, nevertheless, B'derech Klal, B'derech Prat, in a specific way. Ein Kol HaNefashos Yeruches V'Neshamas Shabbos. Not all souls, spirits, and Neshamas are equal. B'inyan Zeh in this respect. Why? There's various factors, and one of them is Lefi Eis Uzman Gilgul from the time that they're incarnated and they come down into this world. So again, the way I'm understanding this against the Kiddush is just talking about Tzimtzum, okay? But there's two Tzimtzums. There's the Tzimtzum that creates the world which hides, and there's the Tzimtzum of Adam, of Panim, of Teda and Mitzvahs and Yiddishkeit, which although it hides, the purpose is to reveal Atmas. We have the same Yiddishkeit. Still, each generation has a different emphasis. We all have to keep Shabbos, we all have to keep kosher and so forth, but there's a different emphasis. Nevertheless, B'derech Prat in particular. Now, you must understand that when you say over here B'derech Prat, it's different than what we said before B'derech Prat. Over here, each particular is a particular connected to Yiddishkeit. If it's a particular connected to Yiddishkeit, a particular is never a particular. Right? Nevertheless, B'derech Prat in particular, Ein Kol HaNefashos Yeruches V'Neshamas Shabbos. Not all souls are the same, but Inyan Zeh in this respect. Lefi Eis Uzman, based on the time of Gilgulam Ubeyam Be'elam Hazeh. They're tumbling and coming into this world. In every generation, there's a different Zayat Fei. And the point is, we all have to do the same mitzvahs, because each mitzvah reveals Atmas and Saf to the Tzimtzum of the Tayag. And at the same time, there's a difference from generation to generation. We're not saying that now this mitzvah is important, that mitzvah is not important. No. Each mitzvah is Atmas. So each mitzvah is absolutely important. Each mitzvah is going to reveal godliness into this world. Nevertheless, there's different priorities. So after Gili, although this revelation, mitzvahs through Yiddishkeit to Shavah l'chol nefesh miyisrael, I went back a few lines. It's the same by every single Jew, but Derechal in general. Ki Torah is the beginning of a line. Ki Torah achas mishpat echad l'cholon. We're all the same Torah and the same mitzvahs. Afa Pekei, nevertheless, B'derech Prat in particular. Ein Kol HaNefashos Yeruches V'Neshamas Shabbos, meaning they were not the same as far as this is concerned. Lefi Eis Uzman Gilgulam Ubeim Be'elam Hazeh, depends on our Gilgul. As we find in the Gemara that one of the Amoraim said to his friend, Davuch b'may hazar tfei, your father, what was he particularly careful about? Amalei, so he answered him b'tzitzis b'chol the mitzvah of tzitzis. Even though he had many mitzvahs, and he did them all, his zahir tfei, the mitzvah was most important to him, was tzitzis. V'chei, moreover, ein kol adeidos shavim, not all generations are the same. Ki k'may she'evri ha'adma, the limbs of a person. Kol evri yesh le pe'ula pratis, u'miyuchades, each limb has a particular and distinct function. Ha'ayin l'reis, the eye is for seeing. Ve'eizin l'shmeya, the ear is for hearing. Even though they're all part of one whole, they have distinct functions. Kach, similarly, b'chol mitzvah, each mitzvah meir, it radiates and shines, eir pratim yuchad, individual light, me'eir ein seiv baruch, of the infinite light of the Eibishter. So though all mitzvahs are atzmos, all mitzvahs are the same. In other words, the tzimtzum into the taryag of Adam, of neshamas and Teda, is different than the tzimtzum of Tayag and Adam in the world. Because in the world, tzimtzum means Hashem is less. In Teda you have the whole atzm of the Eibishter hidden in Teda, and the whole atzm of the Eibishter hidden in the Neshamas Yisrael. Right? Nevertheless, each generation brings down the Eibishter more through one particular aspect. Kach, similarly, b'chol mitzvah, in each mitzvah, meir prati and b'yuchad, that radiates a particular light that's specific. Meir in Zeh Baruch, from the Eibishter's infinite light. Even though every single Jew every one of us has to come in many Gilgul l'kaim kol tayag mitzvahs, if do all the mitzvahs. In other words, if we're deficient in a mitzvah, everybody suffers. Nevertheless, this idea of needing to do all the mitzvahs, el hadaf, it's an extra bonus. Zehirus, you say that's an extra warning and a guarding, that's extra. But yes, as other more power and more weight, that is kfulu, mechupel, doubled and redoubled. that is lamayla more and even more mizihidos sha'ar ha-mitzvahs and the remaining mitzvahs. We have to do all mitzvahs. And every mitzvah is mamshach atzmos. And nevertheless, one mitzvah is special. It says, if zehu sha'oma, this is what the Gemara says, that he asked him, Avuch may have his tfei, what was your father more careful about? It's not the pshat, which mitzvah did he do when he neglected the other mitzvahs? You have to do all the mitzvahs. Tfei, daika, dafka, more zehirus. But there's a need to do all the mitzvahs all the time. So now, boys, I want you to think about this. What's the difference between Teda, mitzvahs, and Welt? Welt is limited. If Welt is limited, everything in this world has a relative importance. Some are worth more, some are worth less. If I tell you this is the most important thing in Elam Hazeh, it's more important than everything else. But that's not true in Yiddishkeit. Yiddishkeit has many parts, but each part is the whole Atzmos. So any part of Yiddishkeit is the most important part. Afal Pikein, there's a inyan for Zoyet Fei. All mitzvahs are important. All mitzvahs reach Atzmos. You cannot say I'm not doing these mitzvahs at the same time. There's a mitzvah which is most important. Now this is weird. If I say, do this mitzvah, it's more important, I understand. I'm saying all the mitzvahs are equally important, and nevertheless this is more important. You understand the word? It says the Rebbe, das is the pshat, chelik and goyrel. This extra advantage. The neshama is prati, individual souls. That we say this neshama is goyrel and chelik is tzedakah. This neshama is goyrel and chelik is mesiras nefesh and tefillah. This neshama is goyrel and chelik is teira. This neshama is goyrel and chelik is mivtzayim and so forth. Yisrael Eira Zeh Prati, the neshama is prati. This advantage that's specific to each individual neshama ain't in bechinas tam v'das musa. You can't explain it. In Elam Hazeh, yeah. If I say this is more important than that, it makes sense. In Yiddishkeit, every aspect of Yiddishkeit reveals the same atzmos, so they're all equal. And at the same time, we're saying Zoyet Fei. How could they both be true? Like the Rebbe said, L'mayla mitam v'das. It's above understanding. This is what the Eibishter decided, that for each generation there's going to be a priority, there's going to be a priority. So how do you explain it in this world? That's what they have a goyel. Goyel means what your lot in life, what did you fall into? What did the Eibishter give you? So what's the pshat? Ashreinu matev chalkeinu umanoyim goyel leinu merafi yerushaseinu. We were all given the whole Yiddishkeit. At the same time, we're each given a specific aspect of Yiddishkeit. And it's not like our specific aspect of Yiddishkeit is better than any other part. No. It's a chelik. They're all the same. And this is my chelik. But ain't the chelik with the Yisrael, even the portion of the God of Israel. There's no portions in the God of Israel. Chelik with the Yisrael means the whole Eibishter. Chelik with the Yisrael means your particular channel to the Eibishter. Even though your channel and your channel and your channel and your channel and my channel, yeah, every generation's channel is exactly the same. A, it's all the Hayag mitzvahs. B, it brings the Atmas Ein Sof. Nevertheless, there's a chelik. And although this again is a Kiddush finishes right here, I would like to propose to you. You could look at Yigas Kiddush Al Rebbe and see that this Mistama finished off by saying about Tzedakah and saying that in our generation, the Zohar face is tzedakah. Okay.